Good morning. Read an article this morning from my friends at CrossFit Eminence. They didn't write it, they just shared it. Husband shared it with his wife. So romantic. And wanted to just record a little video with my thoughts on it. I'm going to summarize, and I may be summarizing it wrong because I read it a while ago, but the gist of it was when your coach is off duty, period. And it stated in, again, a basic summary that, hey, we love coaching you, we love seeing you progress, etc., etc. However, maybe there are certain times where it's not necessarily appropriate or necessary to talk with your coach about what's the workout for tomorrow, how should I do this, etc., right? One of the examples they gave is when your coach has a barbell overhead. Obviously, I agree with that. But my perspective is someone who coaches part-time. I only coach 3 days a week, sometimes 4. And when I'm in the gym, my own personal approach to coaching is that when I'm at the gym, I'm a coach. Even if I'm working out in a class, even if I'm just stretching and doing mobility work, even if I'm working out on my own in the corner, or just there to hang out and support friends. So personally, I feel as though my athletes should be able to walk up and talk to me within reason, obviously, at any time. I think any time an athlete is in the middle of a set or setting up for a deadlift, walking up directly in front of them and going, oh, hey, can you help watch this when you're done? For anyone, I think that's not necessarily the smartest thing to do. But in terms of me being a coach or not a coach, an athlete versus a coach, personally, I always have that coach hat on. So, just a message to my athletes, anytime I'm in the gym, please do not hesitate to come up and ask me any questions you have. The article also mentions that, sometimes coaches need to eat or rest, or they just want to socialize in between class. I completely agree. But for me personally, I have no issues whatsoever with any of you guys coming up and talking to me. Now, I cannot emphasize this enough. I do not feel that that is what it takes to be a good coach, right? I coach for 5, 6, 7 hours a week. That's it. A lot of my friends and my friends who own gyms coach for 5, 6, 7 hours a day. So when you're there teaching the same class over and over again, I completely agree with the article in saying, hey, give those guys a break. Let them recover. Let them eat the food that they haven't been able to eat since after the 7 a.m. class, right? So I'm not saying what I think makes a good coach or not. I'm just delivering sort of my own interpretation of what that article means to me, Tom, the coach. So if you see me in the gym, please feel free to come up and ask me anything. And some of my friends even feel comfortable asking me at competitions who train at other gyms. I love that. Coaching is my passion, and anytime I get the opportunity to try and help someone, either with a question, with form, technique, just for advice, or to share what I do, I am beyond interested. Happy Tuesday.